YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV. Yo, it's Tim Westwood TV, up at the crib, Mobb Deep, what up, fam? What up? Son, done. Oh, my days, 20 years deep.
Yeah, man.
Unfriggin' believable.
Happy anniversary to us.
Yo, baby, let's get the cake, baby. Let's get some strippers.
Oh,
come on, fam. 20 years.
We need 20 bottles, 20 models.
Friggin' surprised we're still alive.
Word.
Let alone blessed like this.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Who would have thought 20 years deep and you'd be touring the UK on some crazy tour?
Yeah,
taking
man.
in spots, baby.
Yeah, man. It's good, man. It feels great. It feels great, man. Whoa.
Now, we were there first time around, man. You can't even understand. If you didn't live through it, you can't understand what the movement was like, man.
Yeah, it was powerful back then, man. That whole energy, you know, we still bringing it forward here.
Exactly.
With the energy.
The newness of it, man.
Created it. It's crazy.
Exactly. And you know, you were on Loud, and it was like the ultimate label to be on.
Yeah.
Like replaced Def Jam and certainly replaced labels like Jive.
That was the home team, man.
Exactly.
There was a lot of artists coming out of Loud, man. A lot of hardcore New York music. Yeah.
And talking about the fucking hardness of it. That's when New York was at its hardest, baby.
Right, man.
At its hardest.
90s.
Street teams popping.
Street team vans.
Word up.
Out there strong.
Word.
A lot of 40s, a lot of Henny, a lot of E&J.
A lot of blunts. Exactly. A lot of Tims.
White Owls.
Exactly.
Phillies.
A lot of fucking baggy hanging fucking jeans.
Optimals.
Everything baggy hanging.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
man.
yo, hit a 40, baby, you'd be toe up twisted.
For real.
Yeah, it's just a blessing, man. We still here doing it, you know what I mean?
That, man.
We still here doing it, too.
You know what I mean? Running through the tunnel.
Whoa, man.
The
tunnel.
great.
And how deep did you used to roll, baby?
Word.
Like, yo.
1,000 deep.
Like,
Crazy.
Seriously, fucking paying customers couldn't get in because it was Mobb Deep plus 1,000 on the guest list.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was like the sickest club in New York, man.
Yeah,
Tunnel
sickest,
days.
man.
That's-
Tunnel bangers, baby.
Tunnel bangers.
And if it was
90s
ringing off in
crazy.
the tunnel, it was a go.
Yeah,
That's it.
seriously.
Yeah. And the great thing in those days, like the Hot 97 playlist was tunnel bangers. What was ringing in the tunnel was ringing on the radio station. It was just all as one.
Man.
Right.
Memories of the tunnel, man. Just a lot of fun. Man, deep with all our crew. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy fun in there.
I'd be at the bar, fucking Long Island iced tea, white boy wasted, smoking blunts.
The
like
co-ed
nothing.
bathroom. The co-ed bathroom was crazy.
Word.
It was crazy up in there.
Like, just to put my business out there, I got blessed in there several times. In the co-ed side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I
crazy
fucking mix and blend in there. It's the white boy.
It was crazy.
Who is this? OT with Tim Westwood. Yeah, I'm Tim Westwood, baby. That
was so
cubicle's
big.
free.
There's so many people. They used to hold like 4,000 capacity, but I'm sure they fit like 5,000 in there.
When it was popping, man, it was like 5,000 deep, out of control.
Yeah, if you wasn't at the tunnel, man, you missed
hip hop, baby.
shit.
You missed hip hop.
You missed the era.
Yeah, and it was like so super thug. Do you remember like tunnel security?
Yeah.
Like
They was beating niggas
10XL,
up.
baby, and above, baby.
It was 86 in people every day.
Yeah.
Every Sunday.
Oh, crazy.
We used to call it church.
Yeah.
We going to church.
Exactly, man. And that was the club. Like you go in there, they'd be filling up your pores, just to make sure nothing fucking like you weren't packing nothing except a fucking good 10-inch.
We was going around. We was going around the metal detectors.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I'm
all
saying?
day, baby. They weren't searching artists, man.
We was
Mad.
getting in there with all kinds of
Yeah,
shit.
it
though,
wasn't
you know
fair.
what I mean?
We wasn't playing fair.
Weren't playing, baby.
Nah.
And the excitement of hip hop in those days was like, if you didn't live through that, you like you can't. It was just like a moment, man. A moment in time.
Definitely, man. You know, that's like, man, when you think Mobb Deep, you got to think tunnel.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It just goes together.
Flex on the set.
Yeah.
Big cap on the mic.
Big cap.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm
Flex
saying?
just catching it like that on the tables. Crazy.
Yeah, shout out to
Beyond
Cap,
belief.
man. What up, Cap?
Yeah, man. And the ultimate hood fucking experience, man. Like
sure.
hood on top of hood,
They
baby.
throw shook ones on. It was a rap.
rap.
it was
Theme
all-
music, baby.
That was like slam dance music.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
The theme music, baby. And it just represented that whole movement in New York of that era, man.
Right.
And that brought the hardness to New York, man.
I remember the first time that we performed in there at the Tunnel. That was like amazing that they let us do that.
Yeah.
We was like, what? We could perform?
Yeah.
Oh, this is about to be crazy.
Oh, yo, the police would shut that club down for blocks, man.
Yeah.
They would just like put their flares in the middle of the road.
You
and
couldn't
like,
drive. Yeah, you couldn't drive your cars off the block. You couldn't do that.
I think by the time they let us perform, we was at the Murder Music album. We was up to Murder Music. So that was like 99.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't think they had performances at the Tunnel before then.
Not when it. Nah, I don't think when it first opened. And then once it started performances, it was just performance heavy, man.
Yeah. That DMX video was shot in the Tunnel.
Was shot in the Tunnel. Yeah.
Get at me, dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that was the playlist, Mobb and X, man. That was the playlist. That just represented it. Yeah, and then Biggie. Yeah.
Ooh, who shot you? Separate the weed from the ops. That beat come on in there?
Oh man.
Oh man, that was crazy.
And you see Biggie in there every Sunday if he wasn't out of town. He'd be in there every Sunday just smoking, chilling.
Yes.
Yeah. Classic era of hip hop, man. And the way you used to move as well, man. Like, you weren't no joke. Now, who was there was a guy working for Loud, and I remember.
What did he do? What department?
Like promo used to like. I remember
Dan Smalls.
Dan Smalls. I remember you being with Dan, and you come up asking for some more Cristal, and he had to try and say no to you, and you were looking at him crazy, and then you were talking to him crazy, and then I think he bought it out of his own money. Do you know what I mean? Not because you guys were crazy, baby. You were the ultimate fucking thugs back in those days. You were just thugs, baby.
That was prime
It was like,
time,
who
man.
let these fucking thugs in the fucking industry, baby? Who let these
they
fucked
thugs?
up.
They
Messed
fucked up. Who let these thugs in the fucking door?
The Tunnel,
They should have
man.
been stopped at the gate. Who let them in? Like, yo.
You know what I also think about when I think of the Tunnel, man? God bless the dead Chris Lighty, man.
Chris
you know what I
Lighty,
mean?
God bless him.
Because that's when Chris Lighty, when we asked him to manage us. Because he was working the door at the Tunnel with Jessica.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
Yeah, so
yes,
he used to let us in all the time.
Yeah.
And,
Chris Lighty.
all our illegal stuff.
Yes.
So we was like, yo, this dude is cool. Let's see, let's let him manage us.
Yeah.
So we was like, yo, Chris. One day we walked up to the Tunnel outside, and we walked up to Chris. We was like, yo, what you think about managing us, man? We want you to manage us. He was like, what? Hell yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, God
Chris
bless
was
Chris
no
Lighty,
joke, man. And he's the one cat who could manage New York fucking thugs, man.
Yeah.
Period.
Exactly.
Yeah.
From 50 backwards, man. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, you had Missy and a few others in the camp. But like, yo, for the thugs, man, he could like
Baby Chris.
Yeah, Capone and all. Yeah, Baby Chris, man. Violator, baby.
And he did good with them. Like he knew what
Understood,
to do.
and
he understood the streets.
Yeah.
He knew how to promote them. He knew how to manage them.
Yeah.
And he was the man.
Real
for that.
dude, baby. May you rest in peace, man.
Yes, definitely.
Fucked up story, man.
Yeah, man.
Fucked
It
up
is
story.
sad. Untimely death.
Yeah.
But
Yo, man.
Shout out to his whole family too. Dave, Mike Lighty,
Mike. Yeah, man. Good
Jonathan.
People, man. Now you were out of Queens, putting Queens on the map like never before, man.
Yeah, man.
Stomping it, baby.
Sure, you know what I'm saying?
Stomping it.
Queens, you know what I'm saying? Is like
before early days, it was Bronx, man.
Right.
Before Brooklyn.
Right. And then we had Run DMC, LL Cool J, you know what I'm saying? All these people, the Juice Crew, you know what I'm saying? So, it was only right. Mobb Deep came through, you know what I'm saying? Crashed the doors through, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
We was the young wild ones. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We was real rough around the edges. We was the bad kids, man. We was the bad kids. That was our reputation.
Yeah,
you know?
Word up. Fuck
yeah, man. And it survived the industry. Now,
you definitely did.
What was your fondest memories of those days, man?
Wow, just touring early, man.
Yeah.
Shooting them videos.
Yeah, the videos.
Video hoes.
Video hoes.
Chris had us on the road, man, early.
Yeah.
Early touring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Coming overseas.
Yes.
Just touching the world early with the music, with Shook Ones and all our albums and everything. Those are like my fondest memories.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Being able to reach the whole world at an early age, you know what I mean? Yeah. Early in the 90s.
And like that first time is always the best time, man.
Yeah,
that first time is always the most amazing time.
Word.
And we had some times together, put you up on some drinks, baby.
Oh, man.
Like the Hine.
Yeah.
The Hine. Woo. Never caught on the Hine.
Twisted.
Twisted. Toe up at the
Twisted on the radio.
Oh, twisted.
Freestyling for like 3 hours.
Oh, yes. Drunk. Drunk freestyling.
We was having fun with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and just catching those moments, man.
Oh yeah,
and like, yeah, and UK had so much love, man. UK could just relate to what you represented, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. When like we got to tour early and see like the UK and just see how they respond to the music. That was like, we was like, wow, like you know what I mean. That let us know like we doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And that inspired us to go back home and work on Hell on Earth and work on murder music because we seen it. Like we seen what it was doing to people. It was affecting people. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah. And you did a lot of the producing back then, man. So you was heavy in the lab as well.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I started producing early. You know what I'm saying? Did most of the albums. You know, Infamous, Hell on Earth, Shook Ones. It's great experience, you know what I mean, to be able to produce our own albums.
Great check to cash.
Really good check.
Those are some fond memories too.
Fond memories.
Publishing checks.
Cash that. Cash that check.
That's right.
Beautiful experience, man.
Yeah.
And like, what was it? You know that represented that era of like, you know, group producing themselves or having their, having a producer who's associated with that group.
That's another thing. Just
different from buying beats nowadays.
Being on Loud, you know, we came up with Wu-Tang.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it was just like being on the road with them, you know, and just that whole thing, man, that we had a sound like of our own.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That we created. Like Wu had their sound, Mobb had their sound. It was something special, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that was that moment, man. That was that moment in time. Yeah, and it was a sound which just resonated, which lasted forever, man. Like to this day, you throw on Shook Ones, and it still brings you back to those tunnel days. Yeah, timeless, man.
Yeah, we learned early, man, to stick to our guns. You know, we seen a lot of trends come and go, and fashion, slang, rappers. You know, and we just learned. Stick to what we do. Stick to the formula.
Exactly.
You know
and that was an era of long verses, baby.
Yeah.
Long verses.
Nobody was counting bars.
I was notorious for that.
Counting bars.
I was notorious for like 30, 40 bars.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to be like, come on, son. You got to
come on, man. I'm used to 16 and the chorus coming back in, baby. I'm in and out on this record, baby.
That was the era of the long fucking bars,
baby.
Yo.
Verses for days.
5-minute songs.
Yeah, for real, man. It's like you're not throwing nothing on quick. It's going on and it's writing, baby.
Word up.
Yeah, man. The fucking era, man. And like, who would have thought 20 years deep, man, that we would still even be in the game, that shit would have survived that.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It's crazy, man. It's definitely
out
crazy.
Out there working, man.
It's crazy.
Right.
It's a blessing. You know, we definitely are fully aware of the blessing that we able to still be here, you know what I mean, and do what we do, still do our style of music. You know what I mean? We don't have to compromise our style for nothing. We don't have to fit in. Just be us.
Exactly, man.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, and cats be loving it, and it's good to see you guys looking healthy, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, this hip hop lifestyle can.
You too, man. You know what I'm saying?
The way we were living in those days.
Last time I seen you got popped in the arm, somebody popped you. Oh man, that was crazy, dog.
Keep it moving, baby. Keep it motherfucking moving.
You know what I'm saying?
Hip hop, baby.
Yeah,
that's that hardcore hip hop, kid.
Yeah, because this hip hop lifestyle, man, fucking A, man. I remember finish at the tunnel like 5, 6 in the morning, go eat a steak with Big Cap. That shit's gonna give you a fucking heart attack. You know what I mean? Drinking 40, smoking fucking blunts, wearing baggy clothes so motherfuckers can't see how fat you are. You know
we go back with Cap. There's another club before the tunnel. It was called the Muse.
For real.
You know what I mean? Where Cap used to DJ. Yo, that was like
that was
real beginning.
And that's when Cap used to play a lot of reggae as well in those days. Yeah.
He was a reggae head.
Yeah. Last time I see Cap, he was DJing in a strip club, baby. Still,
that's the best place to be.
Best place to be right now, baby. Shout out to Cap all day, man. Yo, fam, man. Welcome back, man. Enjoy the tour.
You, bro.
I know you got crazy dates, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having us,
all day, man.
You heard? London, we here, kid.
YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV.